Princess Elena thought she had learned everything about Christmas when she found the forgotten star and brought warmth to a lonely heart. But the kingdom had more to teach her, and this lesson would come from the humblest of places. The palace sparkled with preparations for the grandest Christmas feast the kingdom had ever seen. Ice sculptures glistened in every hallway. Tables overflowed with elaborate dishes, exotic fruits carved into swans, delicate pastries dusted with gold, frozen desserts that sparkled like jewels. Everything must be perfect, Elena declared, admiring the display. The nobles will be so impressed. But late that evening, as snow began to fall, Elena heard something unexpected drifting through her window. A gentle voice calling from beyond the palace gates. Hot soup, warm soup for the cold and weary. Curious, Elena wrapped her crimson cloak around her shoulders and ventured outside. There, huddled beside the iron gates, sat an elderly man with a small, dented pot balanced over a humble fire. Steam rose into the winter air, carrying the rich aroma of something simple but wonderful. "What are you doing out here in the cold?" Elena asked gently. The old man looked up, his weathered face crinkling into a warm smile. "Offering what I can help, Your Highness. Not everyone has a palace to shelter them tonight. A warm bowl of soup can mean everything when the world feels frozen." Elena glanced back at her magnificent palace and then at the man's tiny pot. "Please," Elena said softly, "come inside. You shouldn't be out here alone." The man hesitated. "I'm nobody special, Your Highness. I'm just an old soup maker." "That makes you exactly who we need," Elena replied, extending her hand. Inside the grand kitchen, the royal chefs barely noticed the old man as they prepared the elaborate feast. But Elena asked him to make his simple soup. The man pulled out ordinary vegetables, potatoes, carrots, onions, nothing expensive or exotic. He hummed as he chopped, stirred with care, and added a pinch of something from a worn cloth pouch. "What's that?" Elena asked. "Just a little warmth," the man winked. "The secret ingredient no feast can buy." When the soup was ready, its aroma filled the kitchen. One by one, the palace staff paused their work. A young servant took a tentative sip. It's perfect," she whispered, tears forming. "It tastes like home." Another servant tried it. "It tastes like my grandmother's kitchen." The head chef tasted it last. "It tastes like love." Soon, word spread through the palace. Nobles arriving for the grand feast found themselves drawn not to the elaborate ice sculptures or the golden pastries, but to the humble pot of soup being ladled into simple clay bowls. Elena watched in wonder as her guests, dukes and duchesses in the finest clothes, sat together on the kitchen benches, cradling warm bowls, sharing stories and laughter. The woman who had helped Elena find the star the year before appeared in the doorway, smiling. "I think you're learning, dear princess." Elena looked at a magnificent frozen feast in the grand hall, beautiful but untouched and cold. Then she looked at the crowded, warm kitchen filled with genuine joy. She understood. "True generosity isn't about impressive displays," Elena said softly. "It's about sharing warmth when the world is cold." The soup maker nodded, his eyes twinkling. A meal that fills the heart matters more than a feast that only fills the eyes. That night, Elena made a new Christmas tradition. The grand hall remained beautiful, but the heart of the celebration moved to the kitchen, where everyone, nobles and servants, rich and poor, gathered around the soup pot. And as snow fell gently outside, the palace glowed not with ice and gold, but with something far more precious, the warmth of people sharing simple kindness on a cold winter's night. The old soup maker smiled, ladling another bowl. "This," he said quietly, "is what Christmas tastes like." And Princess Elena finally understood that the most valuable things aren't the ones that glitter and impress. They are the ones that warm the hearts when everything else feels frozen. Moral: true warmth comes not from what impresses the eye, but from what fills the heart.